Thank you, Des. And St Helens just coming out here to a very wet and windy Headingley Leeds, but despite the foul weather, there's still a very good crowd assembled here. Admittedly, they've huddled together beneath the large stands here at Headingley to get rid of that rain. But one or two of the spectators, in fact, have come from much further afield. This little boy, the mascot, all the way from Hull Kingston Rovers. He'll remember this day. Tremendous experience for this little lad. And one or two of our further afield travellers, Father Christmas, just flown in for the match. I think he's had a little difficulty parking his sleigh in Leeds, but the smile on his face, he's looking forward to a good match. But St Helens received a very big shock last night when the Great Britain skipper Harry Pinner had to pull out. Knee ligament trouble has sidelined Harry, and that's a very big blow to the Saints. Puts a lot of pressure on the experienced half-back duo there of Chris Arkwright, a man of strength, and Neil Holding, skipper for the day, great pace. But I know coach Alex Murphy was chattering away before the match. He's very confident. Hull Kingston Rovers, of course, well, their coach Roger Millward, no problems at all. Very strong, full-strength side. There were two slight doubts. One was over the fullback George Fairburn, and second row Chris Burton, number 11. But they passed the fitness test last night, and I'm sure that pack there, led by skipper David Watkinson, a lot of strength in that pack. And I think the pack will tell today. Youngster there, Andy Platt, Wigan St Patrick's signing, Great Britain last season, playing at the unaccustomed role of loose forward for Pinner. He's got a lot of problems on his hands, but I think this young lad will be up to it. But he's certainly got some problem on his hands in the Hull Kingston Rovers loose forward, Gavin Miller. Came to this country quite unheralded, this eastern suburbs player from Sydney, Australia. Very powerful lad and a very good constructive footballer. He did the damage in the first match we saw on the box this year against Halifax. And off we go. St Helens playing in the usual strip, all white strip with that red V. And Hull Kingston Rovers changing from their normal colours to the blue. Rovers in possession, coming from right to left, facing a difficult crosswind. So St Helens, I'm sure Morris will want to take advantage of this wind this first half.
I'm sure they will, Ray, and I'm also sure both coaches have said, look, this wind's blowing right into the dressing room corner. We've got to use it. The team playing with it has got to use it. Diagonal, tactical punch, use the wind, make the ball hang in the air, get underneath it and put the opposition under pressure.
Rovers in possession. Well, Doherty there, kicking against the wind to Barry Legend. Was out of form earlier in the season, this St Helens number 2, but come right back, bang into form since Alec Murphy took over the coaching. Neil Holding to Liptrot. This lad Chris Arkwright, very strong standoff, scored 3 tries in the third round against the other Humberside neighbours, Hull. Oh, good run here already from Andy Platt, looking for support. Well, he was looking for his centre on the outside, but Ross Conlon had gone on the inside. But it's St Helens on the attack. Neil Holding, skipper for the day. Back to Ross Conlon. Another one of the imports from Australia, this lad. Played with Gary Schofield at Balmain in the summer. To Gary Clark. Well, it's a fast and furious pace, Morris.
It is, Ray, and I think one of the features that both coaches will be looking for is this good, tight, hard defence. Both teams coming up from an onside position and looking for big hits. We saw the loose forward for St Helens, Andy Platt, make a tremendous tackle early in the game, and we've seen a couple since.
So St Helens then taking advantage of this very strong wind in their favour, not blowing straight down the pitch, but at a diagonal to the entrance. And already Roy Haggerty, this bustling second row, taking a knock. And referee Ronnie Campbell, his first real intrusion into the match. He'll stand no messing, just come back from the handling the 2 test matches with New Zealand and France, and he certainly had his hands full over there. But a very strong disciplinarian. chance of the first points to St Helens. This lad Conlon, very good goal kicker. It's a difficult kick, but he might be able to swing this ball into the wind. Already got 43 to his credit, and very, very highly considered in Australia for his kicking. Another one of these round the corner style. Well, he's got some height, he's looking to that wind. Oh, and that's a magnificent kick. A magnificent kick. That's the sort of kick that this man Conlon has been brought over here to do. That's the job to do. And it's St Helens 2 points in the lead already. And a timely 2 points, Morris.
It was a cracking kick, Ray, and of course Conlon was the man that was drafted into the Australian side a couple of summers ago in the first test against Great Britain on our last tour, actually, for his goal kicking.
Rovers putting the ball deep there. To Platt. Well, Andy Platt had to be moved to number 13 in the absence of Pinner, but looks to be relishing the spot. And Paul Rounder certainly receiving some rough treatment. Another of the local lads in this St Helens pack. To Gawley. Back to Holding. George Fairburn with that left knee very heavily strapped. There were some doubts as to whether he would be playing, but it's nice to see him here. These two teams met only once in the competition before, way back 1976, when St Helens won 12 points to 7, so no real form in the John player to take. 5 minutes gone, still 2 points to 0 for St Helens. And I think there'll be a very strong clash between these two packs. To Miller. Oh, good ball. Excellent ball from Miller to Johnson. We mentioned the constructive play of this loose forward, Gavin Miller. Good example there. There he is, distributing the ball. Well taken by Vivas. Had a good couple of seasons with St Helens, this Phil Vivas, since they signed him from the Souths Club in Brisbane. Tony Burke. No stranger to this ground, Tony Burke. Was a regular with Leeds before St Helens signed him. Well, a little bit of indecision there, Morris.
Yes, it looks to me as though Saints are still feeling their way a bit, Ray. They're sending in no angle support. Graham Whittrop just stood there waiting for support coming and none came to him. They're going to have to support the ball more closely in these windy conditions.
Well, good attempt there from Chris Arkwright. He looked to bring Conlon inside, but Conlon came a little bit too quick for him, but the intention was right. The referee Campbell pointing to the spot. That's where he wants the ball. Paul Harkin of Hull Kingston Rovers to put the ball. Oh, and that's a good heel, good scrunch. To Gary Pro. Well, a tussle for the ball, but it doesn't matter. No matter at all. Referee Ronnie Campbell judging an offside decision. Yes, pushing the man. Offside. And another Australian kicker, John Doherty, seen experience with the Illawarra Steelers in New South Wales. Interesting to hear John Doherty say this morning that he felt that it was easier to kick this British tight ball than the Australian ball. Doherty recently taken over the kicking from the injured George Fairbairn. Made a good job of it too, 53 goals this season. Not too difficult to kick this. 20 yards out, just to the left of the post. Well, he's missed it. Well, 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 I don't think the Hull Kingston Rovers will be too happy with him there, Morris.
No, and I think in the two kicks at goal we've seen there, we've seen two conflicting styles. Conlon with the more modern round-the-corner effort, and Doherty with the old-fashioned two-ender, of which they say, Ray, there's no bad side, but there certainly was a bad side there for John Doherty.
So St Helens then still lead 2 points to nil. George Fairbairn bringing the ball over. Oh, tremendous run. He's got Holding with him, but he's gone round Holding, but good cover back there. Excellent cover back from Kevin Meadows, the wingman. Spotted the danger. To Miller. Hogan. Yes, he's lost it. That's twice we've seen promising attacks. This one by Hogan, the last time by Prome. Go astray for losing the ball. But I'm pretty sure we'll see a lot of this Hull Kingston Rovers pack. Much bigger than the Saints pack. And that number 13 there, Miller, leading figure in it. Graham Liptrot, St Helens having trouble getting down to Holding. Roy Haggerty. He doesn't weigh an awful lot for a second row forward, this lad. Barely 13 stone, but uses every pound. And I don't think St Helens will get very, very far driving down the middle against this very strong defensive pack of Rovers. That's the way it's got to go. It's got to be moved wide, I think. And the sixth tackle coming in. To Holding. Third one. To Clark. St Helens having a lot of difficulty picking up this Gary Clark. Doherty. Oh, good cover tackle from Andy Flack. Good example there of loose forward play. Coming along behind the first line of defence. Harkin. Yes, a forward pass.
It appears to me, Ray, that Hull Kingston Rovers seem to have more of the game, but they're just short of that last vital pass. We've just seen Phil Hogan twice in a couple of minutes go into a hole and nothing else coming in the avenue either side behind him for the support play. We may still be in a bit of a testing time between two sides with it being a semi-final, but I'd like to see more support coming in from both sides.
Tony Burke there, looking with a leg injury, not got down in the pack, but he takes the scrum half positions. Versatile front row. Holding. Arkwright to Platt. Good tackle there from Phil Hogan. Hull Kingston Rovers, of course, the holders of this John Player Special Trophy, and I'm very, very sure they won't give it up without a fight. And I think there's a little bit of a quest for revenge in this Hull Kingston Rovers side. They were beaten, of course, in the Premiership final last season by St Helens, and they'll want to avenge that. To Miller. Oh, this is... I get the feeling that every time Miller has the ball, Morris, there could be some damage.
Good footballer, eh? creates openings from nothing. Again, in that instance, we saw Miller turn to his right, no short support coming in for Hull Kingston Rovers. Little bits of chances wasted.
And a good kick there from number 7, Paul Harkin, putting the pressure on the Saints. And already Harkin dictating to his pack. And already another shot for St Helens. Australian prop forward Gary Grenk coming on, and Tony Burke going off. That knock on the thigh, obviously a little bit more damaging than we thought. So Saints in further trouble after the withdrawal of Pinnock. Get down, says Ronnie Campbell. I think Ronnie Campbell's going to have a scrum if he waits all day. And that's a good heel by Liptrop. Holding, playing the blind side well. He's got pace, this lad. Well covered by Miller. To Pro. Gary Prone, the leading try scorer for the last 2 seasons with Rovers. Oh, good ball to Dorahy, but not from Dorahy. Well, he's gesticulating, shouting at the wingman, but I think it was Dorahy's fault there. He was just off balance when he passed that ball. Holding to feed again, and he misses it. A good battle between these two scrum halves.
Yes, we've got 2 different styles again. If you look through the teams, they're very well. There are different styles in almost every position. We've got the zip of Holding, and we've got the guile of Paul Harkin.
15 minutes gone in this first half. Still 2 points to 0 to St Helens. That lone Ross Conlon penalty goal in the 3rd minute. And surprisingly, despite the strong wind behind Saints, very rarely been in this half. The 6th tackle coming up. Holding, attempted drop. No, very poor one.
I think, Ray, those are dropping at goal are the wrong tactics just now for St Helens. I think they want to be putting the ball in the air and getting the players underneath it to put George Fairbairn, who has a leg injury, we know he's a leg injury, to put him under pressure. Or put in these angled punts and give the St Helens players a chance to get underneath him and put the general Hull Kingston Rovers side under pressure. I don't think they're using the wind to pressurise enough.
No, they've not really put them under any pressure at all so far. It's Zuckermer there for Rovers, number 10, in possession. Good tackle from Neil Holding there on Chris Burton. Well, it was well intended by Gavin Miller, but just didn't go to hand. Kevin Meadows sensibly taking the ball himself there. He realised that the St Helens line of attack had not got back. The forwards weren't there. Kept it to himself. Chris Harker. Liptrot. Holding, weaving, dodging. Oh, that was a good tackle. Cobb boot tackle there. Superb effort from Zuckermer. David Watkinson, the skipper, always one for the rough and tumble for Rovers. Oh, that was a good ball from Vivers, but badly taken by Brett French, the number 4 there. He'd overran the ball. In fact, that really was a tremendously attacking pass from Phil Vivers. But a scrum down. And Alex Murphy, well, I thought he might be a little bit quieter down there than he is up here, but no, he's still in fine fettle. to Doherty. A long ball, trying to get this wingman David Laws moving. First touch of the ball for Laws. Referee Ronnie Campbell having a word with the touch judge. Obviously spotted something. Yes. And these are silly penalties. Needless penalty there from Paul Round. It's these sort of penalties that win games, Maurice.
Yes, it certainly is, and I should imagine Alex has had a word before they went out. Look, even though you're playing with the wind behind your backs, don't give this John Doherty a chance at goal. Give nothing away. It's a cup tie. It's almost the ultimate one. It's a semi-final. Give nothing away. Just play the game fair and square. Do your tackling and use the wind. And I think on both aspects, Ray, a silly penalty we've just seen, and certainly St Helens haven't used the wind as I'd have liked them to use it this half.
John Doherty, I think, going to take a little bit more time with this kick. It's a much more difficult one for him, but it's one which he's had no difficulty kicking this season. Already blundered with that first one. But I think Coach Alec Murphy, the St Helens coach, the quiet, reflected mood with Dave Chisnall, his assistant. "35 yards out. But he's got a difficult wind to contend with. He needs a strong kick. No, it's that wind, that crosswind, taking it across again, taking it along again. So no look again to Doherty, and he's looking at the elements there, he's looking at that wind. 20 minutes gone, still 2 points to nil, and a very bad knock on there by Brett French on the St Helens line. Miller. Oh, he's going through, and he's in. Yes. Excellent try, opportunist try. No cover on the blind side there. Holding and Platts were thoroughly awake when Miller went through. Very strong lad this, used his force, used his strength. But let's give him the credit there for the guile. He picked that ball up, saw the opportunity, and he was in. So Hull Kingston Rovers then 4 points to 2 now. It was good scrummaging that brought that.
And now we're seeing the scrum, a good heel for Hull Kingston Rovers, and the strength. Look at the strength of this man as he crashes over. Took Phil Vivers with him, and of course the loose forward Andy Platt. Very strong try.
So a sudden snap try, and gives John Doherty a third attempt. And it's in about the similar distance to his first one. Yes, no problem. 6 points to 2 for Hull Kingston Rovers. It's something to warm those Hull KR fans.
This shows the value again, Ray, of the loose forward having to scrimmage in the pack until the ball's out. Andy Platt was in the scrimmage. The ball came out to Hull Kingston. It gave Miller just that vital second which he needed.
So St Helens then, Neil Holding kicking deep, not taking advantage of this very strong crosswind. And the try scorer there, Gavin Miller. To Emma. Peter Johnston, the Canterbury Bankstown in Sydney, dropped forward. Emma. George Fairburn having difficulty lofting the ball against this wind. Barry Ledger. But this St Helens team really straggling back from a kick like that, not really racing back, and Barry Ledger really, he could do very little else. That's a good run to French, just couldn't get the ball away. Notice the tackler, 13 Miller. Chris Harker to Platt. Gary Gregg. This big Australian forward not really bursting through the cover. Plays it to himself. Holding now, sensibly using the wind. But a little bit too deep. Well, it was well intended for Neil Holding, but I think the wind carried it that much too far. In fact, both sides are having a lot of difficulty, Morris, judging the strength of this wind.
Yeah, well, Old Kingston will have difficulty here because the wind's so blustery. It's almost gale force down there on the field. But I would sooner prefer to see Neil Holding put in a bit of snow on the ball in those kicks and the futile drops at goal.
Further. Oh, well covered by his opposite fullback, Phil Vivas. All these Hull KR attacks stemming around this combination of scrum half Harkin and loose forward Miller. Usually we see one of these two men at the first receiver of the ball. There's Harkin now. And that's a very fortunate bounce. To Laws. Broom. Oh, very good ball to Johnson. Excellent piece of rugby from Gary Pro, and good support play from this prop forward. Looks to have a very good turn of speed. Dorahy, attempted drop. Just goes wide. But with 15 minutes to go in this half, I think it was well worth the attempt. St Helens in the 5th attempt at the semi-final at this stage with this John Player special trophy. Never appeared in a final. The only trophy that the club have never won in their history. To Vivas. Oh, that's a good kick, sending Fairburn back. Andy Platt going up well there for St Helens. Smith. Looked a high tackle. Referee Campbell was looking to the touch judge, but no, it was allowed. Old Kingston Rovers pursuing this policy of bringing these forwards in, the likes of Burton, Hogan and Miller, very big, powerful lads in the back three. Take some tackling.
I think John Doris found his line there with this kick in it. He struck that one very well and very low into the wind and made a lot of ground. Very good tactical kick.
Peter Gall. To Holding. Arkwright. Oh, good ball to Haggerty. Yes, he's brought the cover. He's got David Laws coming alongside him. Oh, he's beaten Fairburn. Just got the hand to it, but tremendous run from Haggerty there. He beat Fairburn. George Fairburn just got a hand to him. And he's got a penalty out of it as well. David Laws not letting Roy Haggerty get up to play the ball. He wanted to quick play the ball. Saints were on the attack.
Good break here. Nice support play from Roy Haggerty. Pushed Paul Harkin off like a feather. Actually beats George Fairbairn with a side step, but George just clips his ankle and brings him down. But Laws had him covered, but it had taken him possibly another 10-15 yards nearer, culminating in the penalty for not letting him get up and play the ball.
Yes, I think Roy Haggerty will settle for the penalty and the possible 2 points if Ross Conlon can kick it. And it's well within Conlon's reach. He has all the advantages, he's got the following wind. Yes, well struck. So 2 goals from Conlon, just puts St Helens back in the game. 6 points to 4, 11 minutes to go in this half.
I think St Helens' game plan has got to be for the last few minutes of this half to play down in Hull Kingston's 25, and it's a facet of play they haven't used. I'm a bit surprised really. Tremendous windy conditions, put the ball in the air, make it swirl about, make it difficult for Fairbairn or a catcher to take the ball, and they haven't quite done it.
They may be having a little problem, Morris, adapting to the fact that Harry Pinner isn't there to dictate tactics in midfield. But
possibly so. I know they'd miss him, Ray, but I would have liked to have seen them use the wind a little bit more this half.
Drink. To Platt. Oh, that's a good ball to Conlon. Platt again. Having a good game at loose forward, this Andy Platt. He's got that extra yard of pace if he can get himself loose at 3rd or 4th receiver, out wide from the play the ball. Neil Holding. Haggerty again. To Vivas. Oh, that's a good kick. Excellent kick from Phil Vivas, the full-back, and deliberately keeping the ball very, very low, skidding it along the ground, puts St Helens on the attack. And I think that's a sensible kick too, taking the ball away from the midfield. I don't think St Helens will get much change out of this Rovers pack. They've always had a history of forwards. I remember in my playing days the likes of Bill Holliday, Frank Foster, Peter Flanagan. He didn't tangle with those men so long in midfield. Just those 2 points separating the sides. 6 points to 4 to Hull Kingston Rovers. Harkin. Ooh, that looks a high tackle. Yes. Well, doesn't he look innocent? But I don't think he is. Definitely high tackle. Referee Ronnie Campbell on the spot. Penalty against Roy Haggerty.
I think they spotted the move early and just couldn't resist it. It was a sitting duck for Smith. Here it is now. Smith takes the ball and he comes straight in, Roy. No compunction, straight in, round the neck. It does look a bit amazed, doesn't it, by Ronnie Campbell's decision? Oh, me, he says.
But a good decision, Morris.
Good decision.
Harkin to Miller. Hogan. Interesting to watch this Rovers team. Invariably Harkin to Miller, and Miller bringing through these 2 big second rows on the ball. A number of times we've seen Miller slipping the pass out to Hogan and Burton. To Doherty. Phil Hogan, David Laws. Harkin again, excellent kick. St Helens, I think, were looking to the point of attack the other way, but Harkin receiving due acknowledgement from that crowd, pushing the Saints back on their own line. And there's nothing worse for a pack of forwards than to be pushed back 30, 40 yards by a kick from a little man like that. So frustrating. Neil holding to feed. And he's lost it against the head. Miller. To Smith. Pro, Doherty. Oh, good miss ball from Fairburn there. Clark beats one man, two man, three man, and he's in. Well, how many times have we seen this man, Gary Clark? Whenever he's on our screens, he scores a vital try. He scored a vital try here in the semi-final stage last year against Halifax. He scored one in the first round against Halifax. And here he is again, seemingly covered, and suddenly, like Houdini, he beats three men in the space of 5 yards. Slack covering, but let's give this man credit. Magnificent effort. And just the time to score, 6 minutes to half-time. That's the sort of try to go in with under your belt.
We have some superb handling here from Hull Kingston Rovers, stretching St Helens to their right. But when Gary Clark does get the ball, there's no chance here. He beats the first man with a nice handoff, uses a bit of strength up the touch, almost into touch, steps inside the centre, the Australian French, hands off Conlon and takes Vivas and Conlon and another tackler, a tremendous wingman stride here with no room to work in at all.
And beat four men into the bargain. But a difficult kick for Doherty. Well out right on that touchline. And he's kicking that ball right into the teeth of the wind. No, you can see the wind holding the ball up there, but I don't think John Doherty will be too disappointed. He knows, and his teammate there, the scorer, Gary Clark, that they'll have that wind behind their backs. And at 10 points to 4, I'm sure Hull Kingston Rovers must be very, very happy. So something needed from St Helens there. Emma. To Burton.
Hull Kingston Rovers forwards seem to be running that bit harder and straighter here than the St Helens forwards. They're working it 1 and 2 off the ruck in an organised manner. St Helens seem to be without players. This Johnson's having a superb last 20 minutes.
Oh, good ball to Doherty. Crome. He's missed it. I think he would have been better advised there, Gary Crome, to have given the ball out to his wingman David Laws, but magnificent support play from Rovers. And as Morris was saying, it really is the power of this pack coming down off the second or third pass and really punching holes in the St Helens defence. Here's a chance. No. Beavers kicking wildly out of play. Helens then holding to drop out. To Miller. And the ball couldn't have gone to a better man for Rovers. Harkin, oh, well taken. One of the advantages, I think, Morris, have been a short little man there.
Yeah, very near the ground, very easily picks up the short balls. Good handler though, good pair of hands, Paul Harkin. And Emma took the pass well from Harkin because it was a pressure pass.
To Johnson. Archer. Just over 2 minutes to go in this half. The St Helens really do need some more points. But just look at the force of that tackling there, the strength there coming through from Emma. Put round back 5 yards. Holding. And he goes back 5 yards. To Vivas.
Kingston there putting on a very big defensive push this last 5-10 minutes. Some very big hits from Zuckhammer, and that would tackle of Miller's on holding took the man back, as you said, 5 yards. Just the sort of thing to lift them up.
Well, that knock on from Fairburn could just be the thing to lift St Helens up. Bad defensive slip from George. And it's St Helens need holding to put the ball in, and they really do need this ball. And a penalty, differential penalty. To Gawley. And he's lost the ball. Good old-fashioned, well, Peter Gawley's a Cumbrian. I'm sure he'd recognise the good old-fashioned Cumberland throw there from Paul Harking. And with a minute to half-time, Saints really lost their chance there. They had possession. And now it's Paul Harking for Rovers to put the ball in. And it's Rovers' ball. Burton. I think Rovers will be content with these scrums here in these closing minutes. And there's another one against the Head. That's 9 scrums to 4 already. Oh, that's a bad ball. Conlon. He still missed it. Well. Oh, but look who got back again. The loose forward, number 13, Miller. He's everywhere on this field. Well, nobody wants the ball, Morris.
No, it was a bit of ups and downs there, but possession's going to be vital for any team wanting to win at this halfway.
Yes, and possession has been vital, Morris. Hull Kingston Rovers have that 8 scrums to 4 advantage, and really it's nullified the win. But the 2 tries from Gavin Miller and that superlative effort from Clark. You know, people say that wingmen's tries are 50, 60 yards out, and they call those magnificent tries. But that try there, 10 yards out, beat 4 men with jinking movement, pace and style. That's really put Hull Kingston Rovers in the driving seat. And at 10 points to 4 in Rovers' favour, I'm sure they're...
The winners will eventually go through to play Wigan in the final. Let's join our commentators once again. That's the Great Britain coach Maurice Bamford with us this afternoon, and of course Ray French.
Thank you, Des, and certainly with a score like that, Morris, St Helens have a lot to play for, haven't they?
Yes, and I think Roger Millward will be very satisfied, Ray, in the dressing room at 10 points to 4, especially with this gale force wind behind him in the second half.
Yes, and it certainly was that killer try from Gary Clark. That was the one for me that did the trick. A magnificent piece of footwork here from Gary Clark. It's not just a case of skill, but sheer strength at the end. Beats Meadows very, very well, and then wrong foots the 2 centres there. But just look at the determination there in that man. Very, very strong lad. And I don't think Coach Alex Murphy for St Helens is going to be too happy with the tackling. There's far too much slipshod stuff here, especially the way in which this centre goes right through these 2 centres. Wrong foot's French, inside Conlon, and Vivas does meet him head on, but let's give Clark full credit for determination there. Tremendous effort, and if that's a match winner, if ever there was. But I think, Morris, it's more the forwards who are doing the damage for Hull Kingston Rovers, isn't it?
Yes, St Helens looked a little bit disorientated without the skills and wiles of Harry Pinner in the first half, especially around the ruck of the play of the ball, Ray. The fundamental difference, as I saw it, with Paul Harkin prompting the Hull Kingston forwards, and Emma and Burton, and of course this man Miller at loose forward, 1 and 2 passes off the ruck. driving in hard at the St Helens players, drawing them in and then moving the ball wide, and St Helens didn't have that, they weren't functioning that way. The forwards were coming in half-pace and no one to organise and dictate round the ruck of the play the ball.
So how do we think St Helens can get back in this game then, Morris?
Well, first of all, they've got somehow, Ray, to get up into the Hull Kingston 25, and that's going to be difficult against this wind, but a low-kicking game possibly to get them positioned.
And I think the skipper there, Neil Holding, leading the St Helens team out, he's one of the lads that's really got to get using his blistering pace. He scored 2 tremendous tries against Hull in the midweek match in the 3rd round, and it's that sort of pace that coach Alec Murphy there and his assistant David Chisnall will be looking for. Pace from the scrum. I'm sure coach Alec Murphy will have given his side a good dressing down. It looks as though he's having a word with Ronnie Campbell there, but I don't think Ronnie Campbell, the referee, will take much notice of him. But this is the man, I think, who has spelled the danger for Rovers. Gavin Miller from the Eastern Suburbs Club in Sydney. He came over, as I said, a much unheralded player. No one really knew of this man's ability. And in 2 seasons, he's certainly stamped himself on our British game. Not just strength, but a creative footballer. And as Maurice Bamford said, I'm sure the Hull Kingston Rovers coach, Roger Millward, very, very happy now to see those blue shirts of his side kicking now with the wind behind their backs. But very often, Maurice, a side can sort of run better onto the ball against the wind.
Oh, certainly. Of course, you've got to be careful with your long passes, Ray, but it's not the first time that a team plays well into the wind in the handling game. But they've got a big hill to climb now, St Helens, and it's going to be a test of the character and stamina.
Well, here's one lad who certainly has stamina, Chris Arkwright, very strong player. Holding. Andy Platt. Tony Burt, the St Helens prop there, unfortunately had to retire from the game early, and that's another blow to coach Alec Murphy. Paul Harkin to put the ball in. Ball feeding. And a quick tap from Holding. Conlon. Liptrop to Haggerty. Well, I think that just sums up St Helens' play, Maurice. There's no coordination there.
That's the thing I was talking about, Ray. No coordination around the ruck of the play the ball. No big forward steaming onto it. 1, 2 and 3 off. Graham Liptrop looked round. There was no one coming at all.
Holding. Liptrop. And we can see the difficulty for St Helens against that wind. That kick from Barry Ledger, not really gaining any height. To Harkin. Oh, good ball to Emma. This back three of Rovers doing a lot of damage, taking a lot of steam, a lot of pressure out of the St Helens defence. It's certainly not a pleasant task tackling men as big as this continuously. Harkin. No.
I think there we can see Roger Millward's game plan for the second half when Paul Harkin tried a little diagonal semi-grubber into the corner, just misguided a little bit, but I think that's the game plan for Hull Kingston in the second half.
Yes, and he looks cold, but he'll be happy, I've no doubt. Holding. To Haggerty. And this is one problem for St Helens, unable to break the cover. Quick tap. St Helens have certainly got to get the ball out to those wings because they're not getting any change out of this Rovers pack. This is where I think they're the most dangerous. Good ball from Andy Platt. Oh, to Ledger. Oh, magnificent tackle. Good ankle tackle there, but something now like the true St Helens. Conlon to Liptrot. Holden.
Wilkinson had come up so quickly, they're pressurising the St Helens handlers, and a tackle there by Chris Burton forced Neil Holden into a very uncharacteristic error.
Yes, it's nice to see a side that relish the tackling, and certainly this Rovers do. Oh, that's good play. Clark again. Yes, he doesn't like that, John Dorahy. Stopped by Peter Gawley. I think John Dorahy felt that that was a little bit too high. But no, scrum down. St Helens ball. And they get it. Vivas. Platt. St Helens looking a lot livelier now. Arkwright. Oh, good ball. Oh, but not taken. Well, that's the second time we've seen these centres put the ball down. This time Ross Conlon in the first half, Brett French, and you can't do that in a semi-final. Defence splitting passes. And with 5 minutes gone in this second half, that's the sort of opportunity that St Helens just can't let slip. Well, passing off the floor.
Good decision there, Ray. Johnson was well held, down both knees, his progress had been stopped. Looked initially to put the pass out, couldn't get it, and then had a second bite of the cherry, and I think Ronnie Campbell were dead right. And there we see it. Goes down in the tackle, on his knees, has a look, and down on the floor. Progress stopped, put the pass out, definitely tackled first time.
And it's interesting to see St Helens not kicking to touch as they could do, but tapping this ball in midfield, and that gives you a sense of this very strong wind that they're having to contend with. Gawley. To Neil Holden. To Round. Chris Arkwright. And this standoff, Morris, Chris Arkwright's having to do a lot of work really that forwards should be doing.
Well, it's playing like another loose forward there. He moved to his right then, and there was no overload of that side by the St Helens players.
Oh, Fairburn. He got away with it. Almost a chance there. George Fairburn bending low, mistimed the ball. He doesn't look too concerned. He got away with it. And it looks like a penalty to Hull Kingston Rovers, Morris.
Yes, it may have got him for offside at that kick there. The ball's kicked up there into the corner. George goes in, doesn't get it. It's a bit difficult to say what Ronnie's given it for, what Mr Campbell's given it for. It could have been an offside, it could have been an obstruction when Fairburn missed the ball.
So a let off for Hull Kingston Rovers then. Score still 10 points to 4 for Rovers. And St Helens really could have done with some points there. Harkin, yes, that's the tactic. Putting it down to this corner, he's making Phil Vivas run. But I think the beauty of these tactics is not so much bothered Harkin whether he actually finds touch. He knows that his pack is so strong it can keep St Helens down here with the 6 tackles. Andy Platt in the unaccustomed number 13 role for the skipper. Pinner injured with knee ligament trouble. And there's the difference, Morris, isn't it? They just cannot break the blue line cover.
No power, Ray. In fact, I'm a little bit surprised they're sending Paul round the second row into a position like that. I would possibly be looking to either Grenk, the Aussie, prop forward, or Gola, the number 10, taking it in situations like that, as opposed to the second rower.
Paul Harkin. Well, he fed that. Yes, I'm warning you, says Ronnie Campbell. And again, that tap penalty rather than the kick to touch. I think Neil Holding knows that they would have difficulty getting the ball from the middle of the field over the touch lines. Roy Haggerty. Haggerty strikes me as one forward who could possibly make that vital break for the Saints. To Liptrop. Arkwright. This is better now. To French. Not had much opportunity to see the pace of this lad, Brett French, from Brisbane in Australia. And the sixth tackle. Well, that's a tricky ball, hovering in the wind. Oh, but well taken. Very well taken by David Laws, coming in very well from the wing, taking the pressure off Fairbairn at fullback. To Miller. And I think we'll see Harkin putting this ball downfield very shortly. There it goes. And it's a beauty. Good kick from Harkin. Took St Helens right wingman Barry Ledger by surprise. He had his back to the ball as it was being kicked and he couldn't recover. And the pressure back on St Helens. And it looks St Helens youngster, 21-year-old Sean Allen, normally a centre. And the second row, Paul Round, number 11, coming off. Sean Allen coming into the pack. And a Skeel against the head again. Fairbairn. Oh, but well intercepted by Meadows. Just couldn't get away. Good recovery from standoff Mike Smith. If Smith hadn't got hold of Meadows' leg then, there could have been a try on the cards. To Platt. Haggerty, can he get away? No. But this lad, Roy Haggerty, he looks to have that extra yard of pace that might just let him escape this terrific tackling from Rovers. And a tremendous scrum advantage here. Two very experienced hookers, Graham Liptrot and David Watkinson, but Watkinson already with a 10-5 advantage, and I think it's nothing to do really with the play of Watkinson or Liptrot. The strength of that pack, Morris is telling, isn't it?
It is, Ray. Possibly a stone and a half heavier, but I mean, in all fairness, it's the way the Hulkinson Rovers forwards are running as opposed to the St Helens forwards that's making the difference. Steaming onto the ball, coming in numbers. St Helens are coming in 1.5 pace.
Emma. But still only 6 points in the game, still plenty of time for St Helens to get back. Enough class players in this St Helens side to come back in the game. Arkwright to hold it. And a knock to Neil Holding's head. He has had a little trouble this week. There was a doubt as to whether he would be fit. I'm sure Coach Alec Murphy there for St Helens very concerned about this 6-point deficit his side have got to pull back. And here is one man who could pull back that 6 points. Very, very quick, very speedy. And Roger Millward there on the left of our screens, Rovers coach. He must be delighted with his side at the moment. To Arkwright. Holding.
I think one of the features Neil Holding's got to do there at pivot pass, at pivot taker there, Ray, is to bring his forward shorter and straighter, but inclined to be pushed across the field by the Hull Kingston Rovers defence instead of coming hard and short and straight.
They're not really running from any great depth, Morris.
No.
Emma. Well, he regained it, but you can't do that. No advantage to St Helens, so scrum down. 15 minutes gone in the second half. Still that 6-point difference, 10 points to 4 to Hull Kingston Rovers. And despite the territorial advantage, Morris, St Helens still very, very much in this game.
They are at the scoreline, but I don't think they are representing the game, Ray. I think Hull Kingston Rovers are very much on top, and again, we revert back to it's the strength of the forwards. They've played it in a typical cup-tie fashion. Perfect game plan.
I think we saw there that, in fact, Graham Lipshaw actually struck the ball
Hooked
first.
the ball and were pushed off it, yes. That's the strength again.
Miller to Harkin. Oh, that's a good ball to Hogan. 20 yards now from the St Helens line. Harkin again, distributing. Oh, good dummy. To Johnson. Forward pass. Good distribution from Paul Harkin, but a forward pass. The referee, Ronnie Campbell, was right on the spot, no hesitation.
Bit of good refereeing there by Ronnie Campbell as well, Ray. He let advantage go. It looks as though Hull Kingston were going to lose the ball in that passing movement. He let advantage go to see what the outcome was, and when Hull Kingston regained the possession, he gave the forward pass. Good refereeing.
Holding to French. Oh, that's a good ball to Conlon. Just not got the speed to get round. And there again, loose forward, Gavin Miller, covered straight from that scrum, followed Andy Platt at number 13, and still had the pace to take the centre out. Arkwright to Holding. Andy Platt. Still going, this is good play. Much better combination with the forwards there from St Helens. Of course, the side at 6s and 7s with skipper and loose forward Harry Pinner missing, and then losing prop Tony Burke in the early stages. Takes a lot of doing that to rise over that in a semi-final.
I'm afraid they paid the penalty then, Ray, of keeping the ball alive. Graham Liptrop lost it in a good position, looking to put a pass on. You've got to take one decision or another. Either keep the ball moving or control the ball in your passing.
Hull Kingston Rovers, the holders of this John Player Trophy, looking to be heading for their third appearance. To Miller. But a good tackling stint from St Helens now. 6th tackle coming up. And this could be a testing kick for full-back Vivers. Yes, it is. But he's up to it. Very good catch. And also had to take that catch with David Laws, the wingman, in an offside position. Very coolly taken by Vivers. But Hull Kingston Rovers have a stranglehold on this game. St Helens having great difficulty moving away from this 30-yard area. To Greng. Liptrop. To Lodge. Oh, good run. And a good pass to Miller. Well, he's got 3 men outside him. He elects to go inside. Looks a forward pass, and it is. Paul Harkin disputes the decision, but referee Campbell sends him back 10 yards. Yes. Stop the back chat. To Conlon. And there looks to be an offence. Touch judge, Mr. Watson, coming on the field. And there looks to be some facial damage to David Watkinson. I think he's adjudging that Ross Conlon struck Watkinson in the face with his boot as he got up. But he's a hard customer, that David Watkinson. Came through the 3 test matches in the series with New Zealand unscathed. "20 minutes to go," and I think this is a good decision to go for goal, Morris.
It certainly is at the score at this stage of the game. When you say David Watkinson, Ray, came through unscathed, actually he didn't physically. His face finished up like a relief map of the Pennines with all the stitches he had in it. But we saw 2 little bouts of real discipline there. One from Paul Harkin disputing Mr. Campbell's decision, and another one from Conlon, the Australian centre. Most are Australian-like, you know, hitting a man on the ground. The strengths in Australia are discipline, and our sense of becoming discipline in this, through discipline in this country. And I'm a little bit surprised that Paul and Conlon committed those acts.
So George Ferber now, a stronger lad than the usual kicker John Doherty. We've got a very strong wind behind him, and he could loft this high and hope to float it through. No, he's not got the height, but he hits the post. St Helens in possession again. Just 6 points separating these two sides, despite St Helens being in this half all the time. Can't break this defensive stranglehold. One try and a goal could put them back. To Platt. Arkwright. To French. But a forward pass. Well, this is one lad in the St Helens ranks who has some pace. Brett French, he has the speed, but not off passes like that. Rovers. Good cover from number 13, Andy Platt there. Followed the scrum half-arcing, right around. Miller. And that's a good tackle from Chris Arkwright. Strong tackle. Needs some putting down this loose forward. Emma. Stalemate in the game, Morris.
Just a little bit, yeah. St Helens are finding it increasingly difficult to get out of their half. We see again Neil Holding going for the break, suffering some very hard defence from the Hull Kingston Rovers forwards and losing the ball.
You very often lose the ball with the strength of the tackle, but it's Rovers now on attack. Hogan. Rovers crowd getting behind the favourites now. I think they sense that one try could possibly clinch this game for them. That was a bad pass. To Prone. Oh, good pass. And well taken by Smith. Still going. Kevin Meadows intercepted it. Stopped the danger. But it's another 6 tackles. And the touch judge intervening again. Mr. Jackson this time. A lot of niggling going on in these tackles on the floor. Yes, it judging that Kevin Meadows used his elbows in the tackle. Now what will they do? Yes, he's going to go for goal. I think Hull Kingston Rovers, Morris, want that vital extra 2 points so that St Helens have to score twice.
That's right. It's the kick which would take it to 12 for it is absolutely vital for Hull Kingston. I noticed George Fairbairn is coming more into the game with the wind at his back, Ray. And this could be a good ploy if Hull Kingston can maintain getting this possession from the set scrums and bringing George in with the wind behind him as extra man.
Yes, and I think if they get this 2 points, it's surprising how much it relaxes a side, how much the composure comes back, and you're not as on edge when you know that a side can't come back at you straight away. So with 15 minutes to go then in this semi-final, it's a vital kick for Doherty. He has the wind behind him, it's swirling towards that left-hand post. No, is it? No, just to the right. Not got his accuracy this afternoon, so still 6 points difference, still anybody's game, and that little lad might well bite his nails if St Helens could still come back. Gary Clark. In fact, this is the first time Saints have been in this half, Morris.
It is, and they're only just 10 yards in it as well, with Hull Kingston with 4 more tackles to go. I can't see Hull Kingston staying in this half long with Paul Harkin playing to Roger Millwall's game plan of kicking deep. I don't think Hull Kingston Rovers will waste the time up here. Ray, they'll be down there shortly.
Harkin now. An ambitious ball, not quite taken by David Laws. And here I think has been the vital difference. 12 scrums to 6 in Hull Kingston Rovers' favour, and 2 of those against the head. A lot of poundage there. Good hooking from Liptrop. Oh, and that's a nice move. Liptrop. To Haggerty. French. Conley. Holding. This is better now. To Arkwright. Got a vital drop ball there. And Harkin looks to have taken a knock on the left-hand top of his forehead. Gary Prome there, a big strong centre, can do the job of a forward when you're in your own 25, can relieve the forwards of a lot of pressure. Miller. Holding. But and all credit to St Helens, Morris, the tremendous tackling stint from them.
They've tackled very well, they've defended very well, but the big hits have all come in the game. They have all come from Hull Kingston Rovers, with Emma and Miller predominant. But St Helens are going to have to control the ball better. They're getting very few chances to get into the Hull Kingston half. When they get there, they're giving possession away. They're not holding it for the full 6 and then putting Hull Kingston under pressure with either the bomb or the angled punt.
Holding to Gorley. St Helens trying to keep this ball moving. Vivas. Just couldn't get the ball away, could Roy Haggerty. Sir Conlon. Well, it's a high one, but straightforward kick for Thurber. Well judged, well underneath it, but a good follow-up there from Conlon. At least puts pressure on the Rovers line. Rovers using the big forwards to bring the ball away. That was a bad pass, but no knock on. The ball adjudged to have gone back. And despite this tremendous possession advantage, a really good tackling stint from St Helens. All well taken by Ledger. 10 minutes to go, and both sides, I think, locked in this battle as to who will play Wigan in the final. Rovers, the holders of the trophies, adopting the policy of what we have, we hold. And certainly St Helens not holding it. Time and time again, we've seen St Helens move the ball sideways, Morris, only to lose it.
Yes, and that was a classic case of not controlling the ball. St Helens had another 3 or 4 tackles left there then, and were in a good position to gain a good platform to either use the kicking game or even move the ball wider, but they lost control of the ball consequently now from being in a good attacking position. They're back on defence inside their half.
Phil Hogan just looks like a lace problem, having his boots strapped up. Harkin to Smith. I think Mike Smith trying to pull the cover across to the blind side there for Harkin to open the game out now. Emma. Holy. A chance, Hogan, he can run this lad, he's an ex-centre, and he's in. A lost ball, Brett French couldn't hold the pass. Joy and delight on Hogan's face, but he had the pace to get there. Once he picked up the opportunity, I think he remembered his old centre days when he used to play up at Barrow, and that could be the vital try.
And there we see it, St Helens moving the ball. Comes across to the Australian fence again, couldn't control the ball. Gary Prom steps in, smart little inside pass to Phil Hogan, pushes one man off like a feather, opens his legs, picks his knees up and sees a try line over for a very good opportunist try. But again, Ray, control of the ball, and St Helens are very, very guilty of not doing that this afternoon.
Yes, and credit to that lad. He's a big lad, he's a second row, and he was certainly nimble when he went to that line. And it should be another comparatively easy attempt for Doherty. Just the one goal to his credit. And that try, I think, taking all the pressure off Hull Kingston Rovers. That should enable them to relax. And it's there. 6 points, 16 points to 4 now. 7 minutes to go, and suddenly the game going away from St Helens. They were always in this game at 10 points to 4, but suddenly now St Helens struggling. Whilst that kick was being taken, Paul Round, the substitute, coming back on the field for St Helens. Graham Liptrop going off. Oh, that was a good pass from Platt to Round. Can we see a last-ditch effort from St Helens? Certainly needs one of their players taking this game by the scruff of the neck, making decisions, going forward. To Arkwright. To Brett French. He's only a slightly built lad, this number 4 centre, but a very strong lad. Back to Arkwright. Just couldn't get the ball away, this St Helens standoff. But St Helens, 6th tackle. Mounting an attack. Holding. The chip, he's under it. No. George Fairburn flicking the ball over the dead ball line and nicely helped up by his opposite number, Phil Beavers.
That was the first time, Ray, St Helens have been in a position to use their close-in kicking game. The high kick into the wind to hold it up in a good position, about 15 yards out, and it very nearly brought a score.
5 minutes to go then. Hulkingston Rovers with that 16-4 lead, and that just shows you something of the strength of that wind and the driving rain now coming down in Barry Ledger's face as he picks that ball up. A drop out from their own line, fully 80 yards. To goal. Grenk. To Arkwright. Looking for support from Holding. Very difficult conditions for these forwards now. Paul Harkins to free. Ella. Players having to contend with a steady downpour here. An injury to Chris Burton. He looks to be winded. Yes, I think it's more winded than anything else. Possibly caught himself when he went down with that ball in the tackle.
He's had a very strong game, Race, Chris Burton today, both in defence and took the ball in well.
Holding. Well, Roy Haggerty looks annoyed with himself. I think it's more frustration than anything else. They've not been making the impact with St Helens pack, and I think one of the problems has been the strength of the Hulkingston Rovers defence. They've moved into the tackle very, very quickly, causing the Saints to move sideways. And substitute there, Chris Burton going off and John Lydiate coming on. So Lydiate just got 2 minutes to play to earn his winning bonus. To Fairburn. Dorahy. Oh, good ball to Clark. To Emma. Prone. To Gavin Miller. Oh, good ball from Hogan. Hogan's got away. He's got Smith with him. And he's in. No problem. Mike Smith, deadly finishing at standoff. In his testimonial season, 10 seasons with the Hunkingston Rovers side, but in all honesty, all he had to do was finish off the power of those two, Miller and Hogan. That's where the damage has been done in midfield.
Gary Plummer, action half-back here, puts a nice pass out to Miller. Wide pass, it's Phil Hogan wide. Phil Hogan shakes off 2 tackles, times his pass perfectly to Mike Smith, and is a clear up to the post. Superb try to finish off a very hard-fought semi-final. Super try.
Yes, excellent try, especially in these conditions. Good, high-powered handling there. And seconds ticking away now. Final hooter due. 40 minutes are up into injury time now. I'm sure John Dorahy will take his time with this. No problems. So John Dorahy at last finding his kicking boots. 22 points to 4. An emphatic victory, I think, for Hunkingston Rovers. And the rain really bucketing down now. Been played in very, very difficult conditions this match, but we've seen some sound, sensible rugby and some good tries from Hunkingston Rovers. One minute of injury time. David Watkinson there, attacking half-back, skippered this side well, and Harkin. How many times have we seen him putting kicks like that downfield? Kevin Meadows forlornly leaping in the air. And there's the hooter, the kick from Kevin Harkin. Doesn't really matter. But 22 points to 4. Coach Roger Milmore will be very, very pleased with that. Good contingent of supporters from Hull come over, and none be more pleased than that man of the match there, Gavin Miller. He's worked hard, he's ran hard, he's foraged hard. And I think that one of the basic differences between these two sides was that superlative defence there.